Assalamu alaikum class. In this video we will learn exercise 6.2 volumes by slicing. So this is basically a technique in which we can find out the volume of any solid shape by slicing it into the smaller pieces, and then we will integrate or add up the areas or the volumes of all the smaller pieces. So we are going to apply this technique on solids of revolution. So here we have solid of revolution. Solid of revolution is basically a solid figure that is generated by revolving a plane region about a line which is called the axis of revolution. And here we have some examples for this. For example, by rotating this figure, or by rotating a rectangle, we can generate a cylinder. Similarly, by rotating a semicircle, we can generate a solid sphere, where we are having a solid cone, and here we are having a hollow cylinder. So these are all solids of revolution, and we are going to find out the volume of these the solids. The first method is volumes by disk method, or perpendicular to the x-axis. The same holds for the y-axis, but we will generate the function of y in that case, and we will put the limits of y too. So in such cases, what we are going to do here, you can see that by rotating this figure we are generating a solid, and now we will slice it or cut it into the smaller pieces, and we will have a disk. That's why this is named as a disk method. So in such case, we know that the area of circle is pi r square, and the radius is the distance of center from the point on the surface of the circle. So here is the distance, which is y, and y is equal to f of x, which is given function. So here you can see that the formula for area, the area of this disk, is given by pi r square, or pi f of x whole square, and by integrating the area we can have the volume, because integrating the length we get the area, and by integrating the area we will get the volume. So here is the formula for the volume. V is equal to integral from a to b pi f of x whole square dx. Here is the example. Here we are having a solid figure, and the radius is given to be y is equal to square root of x, and the volume, what will be the volume? Integral from a to b pi f of x whole square, and we can see that the limits of x-axis are from 1 to 4. So 1 to 4 pi x dx, and here is the answer for the volume. Here we have question number 5 from the exercise. We have to find out the volume of the solid generated by rotating the figure or the shaded region about x-axis. So here you can see that the variation of x-axis is from pi by 4 to pi by 2 pi f of x square, that is the square root of cos x whole square, and by cutting it we will get cos x. Integral of cos x is sin x. So in solving it we get the volume which is given here. The same hold for y-axis as well, that the same area, because if we rotate this or the plane about y-axis, we will get a volume about y-axis. So here you can see the disk method about y-axis, and simply we have to put the limits of y, and we have to put the limits of y, and function will be equal to x is equal to f of y whole square. That's it. The next method is the volumes by washer method, because in such cases we are having two functions, and we will get a washer, not a disk or the plane figure. So here you can see that by rotating y is equal to f of x and y is equal to g of x, here is this plane region, and by rotating it about x-axis we can generate a hollow sphere or the hollow shape. So in such cases, when we cut or slice the figure, we will get a washer like this. This is not a solid plane or a circle, this is basically a washer. And in such cases, how we can find out the radius, because the radius, the wall area will be pi r square, and the radius is generated by the difference of the two functions. Here you can see that here is the required radius. The total length is f of x, and this length is g of x. So f of x minus g of x will provide us the required length. So in washer method, when we are having two functions or the two curves, in such cases how we can decide the radius? We have to subtract the two curves, the outer curve minus the inner curve. So here you can see the formula is going to be, a volume will be equal to integral from a to b pi f of x whole square minus g of x whole square. So in this case, we have to find out the volume of a solid generated when the region between the graph of the equation over the interval from 0 to 2 is revolved about the x-axis. So here you can see that here is a shaded region, and when we rotate it, we will get a hollow shape like this. This one is the hollow part. So how we can calculate that is, we have to subtract the outer curve and the inner curve. So now we have to decide the outer curve and inner curve. When we are on x-axis, you can see that this will be our outer boundary and this will be our inner boundary. So this function minus this function. So here you can see 1 by 2 plus x square whole square minus x square. Integral is varying from 0 to 2. So integrating this, we can get the volume. The same hold for y-axis. We just have to put the limits of y and the function in terms of y. So here we have question number 4. We have to find out the volume of solid that results when the shaded region is revolved about the axis. So here we are going to revolve it about y-axis, and here is the shaded region. So you can see that we are having two curves, or the two boundaries. So we have to apply the Washer method, upper boundary minus lower boundary, or the outer curve minus the inner curve. So here we can see that the outer curve, when we are on x-axis, because we are rotating on x-axis, so when we are on x-axis, the outer curve is here. We have x is equal to 2, and the inner curve is x is equal to 1 over y. So outer curve minus inner curve. So what we are going to do, the whole this figure 2 square minus 1 over y square pi as it is, and now we have to decide the boundaries of phi. So here are the boundaries of phi. So this point is correspond to 1 by 2, and this point is corresponding to 2. So 1 by 2 to 2 pi as it is. Outer curve is 2, so 2 square minus 1 over y square. Here is the formula for volume. So integrating it, we can get the answer, which is 9 pi by 2. Next we have question number 6. Again we have to revolve the figure by about x-axis, but in this case you can see that again we have to apply the Washer method, because we will generate a hollow shape. So in such case, when we are on x-axis, the outer curve will be x square, the inner curve will be x cube. So x square whole square minus x cube whole square. And as far as the boundaries or the limit points are concerned, the limit points are varying from 0 to 1. So 0 to 1, x square whole square minus x cube whole square. Integrating it, we get the answer 2 pi by 35.